This week we're towing our 3-tonne home along the tight and windy roads of the Victorian High Country for the very first time.
I wasn't sure what to expect coming in here, and you drive all this way. My heart's racing. Oh mate, it's been a hell of a day.
Was the lure of free camping, epic views and remote tracks worth the risk, and will this spot prove to be one of Australia's best adventure destinations? We're Haley and Brad. Come along for a ride this week and we'll show you how we planned our high country trip, the camps we found, and even what not to do if you find yourself out this way one day.
Some places or areas you go to and there's just, you're not going to leave your van there.
G'day and welcome back to another episode. We find ourselves on the precipice of a Victorian high country adventure, and we're kicking it off at a place called Buxton, which is about 2 hours north of Melbourne. So we had a bit of a haul today, about around 3 hours, 4-hour drive once we've done all our jobs. And now we are within striking distance of the high country, a place that we've never been and a place that we know very little about.
But a place that we're so excited to go.
Oh yeah.
And it was so recommended to us, so we're very, very excited.
It looks awesome. So yeah, we're staying at a little hip camp. Tomorrow morning we'll put a bit of a plan together with how we're going to go about this whole massive adventure. We don't know where to start, but tune in for the next few episodes.
Last minute plan to work out the next few weeks of travel.
I know, we've got about 3 weeks up here. So yeah, if you're like us and you have no idea how to approach the high country, yeah, tune in the next few videos because we'll figure it out for you. We're going to enjoy a fire, we've got some burgers, and enjoy this beautiful hilltop camp while the sun goes down. Patsy.
As if this camp wasn't already enough of a treat for us, we were treated to our first aurora experience. It was only visible through long exposure photography, but we were still ecstatic to capture this amazing phenomenon for the first time.
Okay, so we're about to start our Vic High Country adventures, which is going to be happening over the next few videos and the next few weeks for us. We have no idea where we're going, but that is our job for this afternoon, is to actually figure it out. And we thought that we might show you some of the process of how we actually figure out where we want to go, where we want to stay, what we want to do, and the path that we want to take when we go to a new place for the first time.
It's also very stressful because I don't want to miss anything. Vic High Country is so jam-packed full of stuff.
I know, we've had so many recommendations. So let's start with that. The first thing that we do is we find all of the recommendations that people have given us, friends, family, things that we've seen on Instagram, things that we've favorited on wiki camps. We get all of those recommendations and we plot them onto our little map.
And they're next to each other.
Yeah.
I was just going to show, I think we're almost done plotting all the kind of points of interest. So this is the Vic High Country area here. This is just Google Maps. You can just make your own maps on there. So there's Melbourne, we're just north of the Yarra Ranges at the moment. And then this is the High Country area here. So we've just been plotting all these points of interest. Doesn't mean that we'll see them all, and it also doesn't mean we've covered everything. It's just the general things that we know of at the moment. And now once we've got them all here, then we'll work out which direction we'll go and kind of find a campsite and go from there.
Because I'm the one driving, I've got to be responsible that I'm picking camps that you can get caravans into. So Wiki Camps is a really good tool for that because they have caravan or camper trailer accessible icons for those sorts of camps that you can get a caravan or an off-road trailer or something into. And you can also have a quick look at the reviews. So some camps might only be marked that you can get a camper trailer into, but in the review people might say, oh, I've got my 19-foot caravan in here, got my 20-foot caravan in here. So even jump on Google Maps to see if there's photos of caravans and stuff in there. That's a really easy way to figure out if you can actually get a big trailer down some of these roads, because the high country can get pretty scary pretty quick.
So the other thing that we consider is the weather. So if there's rainy days coming up, we're not going to go and see all these places that we want to see and rush through them. We'll just either wait out the weather or we'll skip and go somewhere else. But we're really lucky because that's the forecast for the next however long. Like,
I have not
beautiful weather.
seen. That's a flush of good weather.
So good. So that's amazing because that opens us up to just be able to do whatever we want whenever we want. So the plan is...
No plan. We've got a rough direction though. We're going to do this. I'll show you. It's like basically we're going to do a big M.
Where are we going next though? That's what I mean.
I think we'll go towards the Mt Buller region. It's only 2 hours from where we are right now, so we'll cruise out there and just
go through Doon.
If we get somewhere along the way and a camp looks really cool, we'll just stop there. That's the good thing about the high country is looks like there's so many camps. There's an abundance of camps, so we're not going to find it hard to find somewhere to stay. But yeah, we might get a little bit sidetracked. We might have a plan and we're like, oh, this looks really good, nice shiny thing.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like even that, like all that plotting, it's not a plan, it's just a guide so that now we know sort of what there is to see, and now we'll just go and
I'm very excited. I'm glad that's done. En route to our next destination, we decided to fill our water tanks and stop for a bit of lunch at the Doon Rec Reserve. I could have sworn I read on a sign here that this was the birthplace of AFL, Australia's biggest sport, but after doing some research I could not find anything to back this up. If you're an AFL aficionado, please leave a comment and solve this mystery for us.
Very nice travel day so far, heading up north more into high country area. So we went through Doon, that was really nice, very scenic bridge there. Now we're in Mansfield, nice little country town, went for a look around, but we just had a little cheeky bakery treat in the park, and while we were there we're kind of looking up where we're going to end up tonight, and it looks like there's this Lake Eildon here, and look at all of those free camps around the lake there. They are all free camps and it looks quite nice. So, and we're only up here in Mansfield, so it's not too far away. It's getting like a bit late in the afternoon now. Well, not late, but like we probably don't want to keep going too much further today, so we're gonna head down to that area and we're literally just gonna drive along, I reckon, and look at kind of these spots until we find one that piques our interest, and we'll camp there for the night.
How good is this type of travel? And it is a scorching day in the high country today. 28 degrees. I don't know if Mansfield, I feel like Mansfield's the gateway to the high country, so I'm not quite sure if we can say it's the high country just yet, but I'm just going to claim it because I don't know any better.
But I just love this like slow sort of travel of literally left this morning, don't know where we're, like we didn't know what camp we'd end up tonight. Like you have a rough idea, but yeah, just eat lunch, make a plan.
Execute.
Here we are.
Fire, paddleboard, freshwater lake swim.
We're going to go for a swim, are we?
It's going to be a good afternoon, I can feel it.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do it.
After our little nice drive along the lakeside camps here, we have picked one, this area. What we're going to do to get on it is Brad's going to reverse down here and then he'll reverse into this section here, and yeah, we'll have the whole little section to ourselves and this beautiful outlook over the lake and the high country view. How was that?
it to ourselves. It's just been nice to be sort of...
It's serene.
Yeah, everything to be quiet. No one's blasting ghetto blasters. It's just me and the midnight oil. It's just bow, 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 bow. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this will do us just nicely, just for one night. It was only about, I don't know, we probably travelled in along the dirt road about 10 k's, so sealed all the way up until the Lake Eildon sort of exit, and then we're on it. That looks like a nice spot to have a swim, have a paddleboard, have a few sundowners. Life's good.
What a free camp.
What a free camp. Do we need to book this or anything?
No.
Sweet. We are leaving Lake Eildon this morning. It was good, but like, I'm really excited for some high country stuff. And this is not particularly what I think of when I think of the high country. I think of like little running streams, walking trails, mountain bike tracks.
And horse riding. I want to go horse riding.
Greenery. This has been, like, Victoria's very dry at the moment, especially where we are, but some really nice camps along this lake, and you could really just come out here and veg out for 3 days, hey. But we're keen for some high country. We need a taste of it.
Keen for some elevation.
Let's get let's get some elevation in. Let's do it. Just nice and easy on the way out. We're not needing to break any speed records today. Keep the dust down for our fellow campers. Made it to the bottom of Mt Buller. I'm not exactly sure what the town is, but there's toilets, there's bins, there's water, and we're about to hit the dirt road, I think, from here. So I'm just taking the precaution, letting the tyres down a little bit. This should just soften things up. Car's already done. Water's just been topped off because who knows, we might be out here for a week. Even if we don't stay out there a week, rather take the water out with us and not need it, than need it when we're out there. Going. Oh, you can see Mt Buller up there. See the buildings? Sick. Been on the road out to Pineapple Flat, which is where we're going. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet or not, but for about an hour, and we're slowly realizing that this is a very out of the way base to explore the Mt Buller area. But hey, we're in it now. We're deep into the bush.
Because everything is so windy up and down the mountains, and I think we've gone up and over one mountain and now we're like coming down the other side, but it's so beautiful.
It's been a very nice drive, We've just been literally first gear, just engine braking the whole way down, just sort of doing 10 or 20 kilometers an hour. But yeah, we might be in for quite a fair bit of commuting to get to some of the places that we want to see around here. But anyway, hopefully the camp will be nice to justify the trade-off.
Oh, it's like an oasis.
Oh, hey, we've been going at it for like 2 hours now. Oh, there's no one. It doesn't look like there's anyone here either. Sweet. Got the place to ourselves. Beautiful freshwater creek. Lovely.
Is this the bit, do you reckon, where we need to jack up the airbags?
Yeah. We're given 2 tips, and that was don't take the black landing track, and then we're also told to pump up our airbags for the exit because it's pretty steep and you might bang the bottom of the van. So I wasn't sure what to expect coming in here, and you drive all this way, and if it's doesn't sort of meet your expectations, it can be disappointing, but it's definitely met them. Might have even exceeded them. Let's go for a wander over there and see what we're dealing with on the other side of this creek crossing.
Hey guys, just jumping in with a change of scenery to let you know that if you're not already following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, then you really are missing out, because that is where we post much more up-to-date current things of where we are with our travels. The thing with YouTube is that by the time we film, edit, publish it, put it out on YouTube, it's usually a month or 2 behind where we are in real time, and that's where social media is a lot better for you to follow along, see what we're up to. We post more stuff on there. We post like tips, information, and some more behind the scenes stuff as well. So we'll put the QR codes up now so that whatever platform you're on, you can just scan it, go on there and follow along, and we'll get back to the episode.
Honestly, this is a bit more hectic than what I anticipated. There's a big rock on the right hand side and it just looked like I wasn't going to be able to pull the caravan up it with ease, so I'm just going to try and take a bit of a higher line, get into the shrubs a little bit here. Haven't done a lot of forward driving, and doing it with the van on is not the best way to get your confidence up.
Although the entrance to this camp wasn't particularly challenging or technical as far as forward driving goes, this is kind of our style, taking our time and finding the path of least resistance. This way is much easier on your gear, it reduces or even eliminates the risk of damage to the vehicle or the trailer, plus it leaves the track in a good condition for the next person. I thought this was common practice, but after spending a bit of time camped here, we were surprised to learn that flat out is the preferred option when negotiating obstacles such as this.
Dude, I thought we almost got stuck there.
We almost did. There's like a big rock, well not big, but like there's a rock step, and I just knew if I was going to drag it Like it was up against this tyre, and I knew that I'd need momentum to get over it, but if it slipped, I was at risk of hitting the suspension arms. So I just didn't want to slip, so I'd rather push the van over into the bushes a little bit than slip. Oh mate, my heart's racing. We haven't done a lot of forward drive, and I haven't got a lot of confidence because we haven't done forward driving in so long, but that's what we come up the high country to do. Just didn't expect to get my practice in with the bloody van on. Oh mate, it's been a hell day. Big day. But we're in here, got the place to ourselves. Now we just got to find a campsite. That should be the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, let's go.
Right?
Yeah. Back it in and a bit to the left. Yeah, now no more left, just keep coming back. Now kick it a little bit to the right. Yeah, I've just stop there. Just go forward a little bit more so it's flat. Slowly. Yeah, that should be good. What do you think of that?
What a mission. We worked for that, Patsy. Well done. I don't think I'm going anywhere for 2 days. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, gross.
A typical Victorian fire pit. Just full of
This has literally happened at every single fire pit that we've been to lately. It's disgusting.
Like you're gonna at least burn your rags. Like, do it when the fire's on. Don't just throw it in the fire and expect us to do it. Disgusting. Anyway, that's a nice view. We'll clean this up.
What a way to wind up a great day. Spuds in the fire, some tunes on. We knocked up some gourmet baked spuds, complete with Mexican spiced chicken, and washed it down with a few coldies, thanks to our awesome Bias a Beer sponsors. Thanks for keeping us hydrated and supporting the videos. You guys go the extra mile to support the channel, which means a great deal to us, so thank you. Waking up to a cool high country morning, Patsy noticed an intruder in the camp, which upon looking at some of its features appears to be a rare black dingo. This inquisitive pup was sniffing around the abandoned campfires where I'm sure it gets a free feed from time to time. We felt very lucky to see such a healthy example of an iconic native animal, especially considering the amount of 1080 baits laying around.
It's a mint day today. We are having a bit of an adventure day today, so we're going to leave the van here, we've decided, and use this as our base. We weren't really sure yesterday what we were going to do, but after doing a little bit of planning last night, we figured out a rough plan of what we want to see in the area, so this seemed like a pretty good spot to leave the van. There's no one around here. Usually if there's other campers around, we're not too worried about security. But because there's no one here, there's no one to look after it, we will take 3 pretty simple precautions to ensure that the van's left in as secure way as possible. So number 1 is a hitch lock. We've got a hitch lock here for our DO45, so this will just stop anyone from being able to put their own pin in there and towing your van away. It's a pretty simple one. That's a good deterrent, so the hitch lock, we'll throw that on there. Coming around here, we're lucky that Zone comes standard with Wi-Fi security systems. And what that is, it's sort of an alarm system, which you can see in here. That's the actual unit, but yeah, Wi-Fi anti-theft system. What that does is we'll press a button on the remote, similar to when you like lock your car and it turns an alarm on. So if someone tries to take it away, the horn will blare. This has actually got a horn under it. It'll make a massive racket, and it'll also lock up the brakes. So without my fob to turn it on and off, you won't be able to tow it anywhere because all 4 brakes will be locked on. So that's a really good thing. Also, we have GPS tracking. That's really important. It's a no-brainer. That stuff's pretty cheap to have. It's a pretty easy insurance. Go on your phone, see exactly where your van is, especially if it goes missing in the unfortunate event that would happen. So yeah, there is a few other little things that I won't sort of say on camera because they're secrets to stop people from pinching your stuff, but you know, just lock everything up. There's a few things there, but yeah, the main 3 are GPS tracking, Wi-Fi anti-theft system, that's a really good one to have. It is a bit more expensive and a hitch lock, and yeah, we've never had any issues. So
Can I add one?
you can add whatever you want.
I've got another one, and that is like your overall just gut feeling of a place.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Because not many, but some places or areas you go to, and there's just, you're not going to leave your van there.
Yeah.
But a place like this, we feel fine about it. And also, like, just on the balance of probabilities, the chances of someone coming all the way in here, seeing the van, going to the effort of like pinching it and then towing it back out that same track, so there's only one way that you can bring this in and out.
Really slim
Like,
chance of that happening.
Even if that was to happen, we're probably going to see them on our way back in anyway. Like, it's just probably not going to happen. So yeah, gut feeling's a big one too.
Let's see if I can get this thing.
All right, now we're going to Mt Buller. Let's go. What are we doing at Mt Buller, Brad? What is that? That's not what you do.
Backflip on the bike. No, it's going to be sick. We'll it's the same way that we come in yesterday, so we'll just see you up the mountain. All right. Look at this place. Ski town vibes in the summer. This is cool. So we're going to try and get Patsy a higher mountain bike, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be any up here. So maybe you'll be going hiking, Patsy, and I'll be going mountain biking.
Sounds good.
Alright, I am very excited. It has been on my bucket list for such a long time to ride a mountain bike at a ski village, and I'm finally ticking it off today. I actually can't really believe it. Have a go at the views. It is insane up here, and riding mountain bike trails with views like this, I don't think it really gets much better. I have got an e-bike, so it makes it easier getting back up the runs, because I'll do like maybe 2 or 3 downhill runs, probably spend about an hour on the bike while Patsy's going for a walk, and that should keep me happy. Okay, always important to do a slight lap. Don't go overcommitting yourself, big fella. Oh no! Puncture! Where? Oh no! Stop! Bloody, not even halfway through the first run, I've copped a puncture.
I get the feeling it's a good night. It's so bright. The city's shining from the streetlights.
Oh. There is goo in the tyre that goes inside the rim. Hoping the goo's doing its job and filling that hole. Otherwise I might need to get my puncture repair kit out. Nothing's ever simple, is it? Well, thankfully, I carry a fair few tools, and I've got these little bacon strips, same as the ones that you use if you've got a puncture in your car tyre. So I'll plug it up. Hopefully that holds for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna need a new tyre after this little debacle. Okay, now that the plug's in, I'll just put the puncture to the bottom so the goo gravity drips into that plug, and then that tyre is deflated, so I'll have to put some air in it. But I don't carry a pump, I carry a little CO2 canister like this, and then I've got a little attachment that I screw onto the tyre, and it'll pump the tyre up with just this little canister. But I've never used it before, so let's hope I can figure out how to work it and get this tyre pumped up so I can enjoy some of these trails. Oh, okay. All right, I think that worked. The tyre's been reinflated with this little bizzo. Still got a bit left in that, so I might save it in case it pops out again. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't know if I should cut it off, or I'm just gonna let it ride, I reckon. Hopefully we can get back to riding. Oh, dear me. What am I doing? It's a lot faster than anything that I've ridden recently, and a lot more rocky, and the track's very uneven, so very easy. If you put a wheel wrong, you can end up over the hangers, but I've got all my protection on. Oh, that buggered me. It took me like 30 minutes to get down there. Now I've got a 255 metre climb back up the mountain. It's a fun sport. Trust me, it's a fun sport. Oh, that was rim. Anyway, that's it from Mt Buller mountain biking. Unfortunately, I've got that slow leak. I just heard me hit the rim on that last little bit of the run, so I'm losing pressure, need a new tyre. These things happen. Plenty more mountain biking to be had in Victoria. It was fun while it lasted.
Got good suspension. Ooh, that's stressful. Yay, time for a drink.
So I'll try getting those springs.
Easiest summit ever.
I don't know, mate. I'm pretty puffed.
Mate, how many summits do you hit in your life? This is an easy one.
Okay.
Mount Bruce, was that easy?
No.
Bluff Knoll, was that easy?
No, but I've had 2 spritzers.
Oh, she's been on the spritzers. Well, every morning and afternoon we'd sit at camp and look down on the ripples of a platypus hunting this deep pool in the King River. This little guy was extremely shy and flighty, and it took a few failed attempts to get up this close to get some shots of this quirky and iconic monitoring. Being a first, much like the Aurora, I was extremely stoked to capture these shots, especially after being on the lookout for one of these in the wild for literally decades. Going to Craig's Hut today, very exciting. We're going to go see an iconic piece of Australian film and just, I don't know, high country history. I know it wasn't it was a hut built for a movie, but it sort of encompasses a lot of what the high country is about with like Australian stockmen and I don't know, just like, I love that stuff.
You try to burn me down, but my spirit just refined like a phoenix from the ash. Find my strength.
Oh, this is pretty sweet.
From within.
Guys, what an icon. Craig's Hut. Now this isn't the original that they built for the movie. This was actually rebuilt, I think in 2007, because a fire destroyed it back in 2006. So there's a photo of the old one. It's got more of a bark or timber roof. This one's got corrugated iron. But still, you get the vibe. And mate, the views here, picture perfect. It's like a painting. The layers of those mountains, it's just beautiful. How cool is this? The Man from Snow River. I think we're gonna have to watch that tonight, Patsy.
In my heart, hand in hand, I'll build again. No one tells you all the ways my heart will break and expand. I am stronger than before. I know. Let it go. Rise, rise, rise.
Well, we are on our way back down the mountain, back to our campsite after an awesome morning at Craig's Hut. But that's going to be the end of this episode, our first episode in the Vic High Country. So if you enjoyed it, please do subscribe and then you'll be able to see all the rest of our high country adventures. We're very excited to get amongst it.
What a week, eh?
Yeah,
Perfect.
what a week. This is good because I need to get my confidence up.
Yeah, this is good confidence building. Learn more about the car doing this than you would driving on any other road.
Yeah.
And just crawl down, clutch out.
Oh, what's it doing?
It's alright, clutch out. That's it, so that'll control you. That's a little bit of extra control and just
Okay.
and then just feather your brake
What
to
about
control
full
your speed. It's good, just keep your wheel straight, that's it. Good job.
White knuckling it.
White knuckling it. Roll back a little bit. Yeah, alright, now give it a little bit of accelerator. Alright, get it this way. Look at you go, mate. Professional. Well done. Send her home, big fella. Got that on camera.